Hey guys, welcome to episode 8 of season 2 here at Chelsea. We start with the opportunity to advance in the FA Cup. We also have the opportunity to give ourselves a great chance of advancing in the Carabao Cup to the final for the second year in a row. We've Watford in the semi-finals, this first leg at home. We've Burnley as well away in the FA Cup third round, although it says round of 64 there. And then we've the home game against Leicester in the Premier League, followed by Arsenal away. Now I'm going to play Burnley. If I lose that game, then I will play Watford, sim Leicester, and then we'll have Arsenal, Watford and Palace tomorrow. If I win the game against Burnley and we get another FA Cup game drawn here, then I will sim the home leg against Watford and then sim Leicester and play Arsenal as the second game of today's episode, and then we'll have 4 games tomorrow. I'm recording this one ahead of time. I'm not sure what to do in the transfer window as I outlined to you in yesterday's episode, but I won't record the second half of January until I've had your feedback for the transfer window. Genuinely no idea what to do with regards to improving the starting 11. Obviously, we're missing Koulibaly for a little while with injury now, unfortunately. But he is the only injury we have at this stage. I had to call Shaw up and Cooper up because they said they were going to leave unless I did so. So they're now in the first team squad, but obviously not in the first team picture at all. And I genuinely don't know what to do. I've got 160 something, or 191 million pounds, more than I even thought. And no one that I can think of to spend it on, really. We're playing really well. We're in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. We're obviously still in the FA Cup because this is the first draw of that, and we're top of the Premier League by a point. So everything's kind of going according to plan so far. We'll go and play Burnley, and then we'll just play it by ear for the rest of the month. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Please do continue to show your support on this series. I know it's a real pain in the arse with the European football bug, but I would really appreciate it if you guys continue to support this series for the rest of this second season. Then we'll start a new save somewhere else once we finish this year, and hopefully we can see a return of people that just disappeared. Like, the viewership went down by about 40 to 45% because of that European bug on this series, which is heartbreaking really, but it is what it is. Right, let's go and play Burnley, and hopefully those of you that have stuck around, we can bring you some success to end this second season. Burnley starting lineup: Nick Pope in goal, Eric Peters, James Tarkowski, Ben Mee and Alan Munoz as the back 4 for them. Goodmanson, Obian, Hainan and McNeil, with Chris Wood and Jay Rodriguez up top. I think we drew 2-2 the last time we played Burnley, so I would very much like to get victory here in this game, and obviously not go to a replay. Let me change my camera settings. It's still got my the zoomed out one I used for Ultimate Team from the stream last night. We go back to telebroadcast and default. Bosh. Right then, let's crack on. Burnley versus Chelsea in the FA Cup for a chance to progress through to the 4th round. Goodmanson. Oh, tried the fancy. That's not going to work, mate. Can't try that against me. Goretzka. Powerful run. Actually go back to Rodrigo. Sent the defender entirely, and Rodrigo looking to power his way around the outside of Ben Mee. That's not gone too well, but the shot can still come in. Blocked, and the keeper will keep it in play. I had a look on my pronunciation website, and apparently their midfielder is pronounced Albion. The Dutch midfielder is Thomas Albion, rather than Uvian, as I was previously calling him. Goretzka played in. I'll drill it into the middle, and we will find Rodrigo, but well marked and well marshalled by James Tarkowski, and we'll stay at 0-0. 2 good opportunities there for Rodrigo to give us a 1-0 lead here in the FA Cup. Just with the claustrophobic nature of the fixture list, I really want to avoid a replay at all costs, to be fair. Even if, well, no, not if it means going out, but I still desperately want to avoid a replay so we can go about our business in the remainder of the month. Oh, Uvian has absolutely destroyed me there. Goodmanson has passed me as well. Burnley with the delivery. McNeil flicks that backwards, but not on towards goal. Burnley getting more and more dangerous as time goes on here. We are going to have to be careful we don't get caught out. But fingers crossed, the first goal for us will come within the next 15 in-game minutes or so. I'd love to go 1-0 in front before half-time, just to give me the confidence that we can push on in the second half, kick on and get the victory all told. Rodrigo, a little bit of footwork. This should be hopefully a good angle for him, which it was, but he's pulled the shot. Heenan again around the corner. Here's McNeil. Good block by Hakimi. Corner for Burnley. 10 minutes to go till half time. McNeil on that far side to deliver, and that's not the worst delivery in the world ever, but Kepa has punched it half away. Goodmanson will find Heenan here. Out wide to McNeil again. Is his delivery this time any better? Yes, he finds Chris Wood. That hits Rudiger in the face. Oh, I was going to say, if they get a corner and we don't get a foul for that, I'm going to be furious. Decent header by Chris Wood there, but thankfully for me, straight at the goalkeeper. He got absolutely destroyed by the Burnley strikers. Rodrigo will poke that for Sancho, and Rodrigo will go again, but I'm not going to be able to find him yet. Here's Goretzka going to hold off the man. Yes, Leon. Nice turn too. One step too far. Ben Mee able to get it away. Right, we're very nearly at half-time here. Haven't properly tested Nick Pope yet. Kovacic to Pulisic. Goretzka's in some space again. Can we test him now? Yes. He reacts very well. Good save, Nick Pope. Goretzka's red gloves stand out a mile away up against the blue kit. Sancho will recover this. Get it inside there to Christensen, who hopefully can find an attacking teammate. Pulisic round the corner there. Stand up. Mateo Kovacic off Tarkowski and out for another corner. Perhaps should have pulled that back to Pulisic again. Whip this towards the penalty spot. It's a good delivery. Rudiger's up. It's off target. I was about to say on target, but no. Wide. Let's get Sancho. There might yet be one final chance in the half. There really wasn't much time added on. It was only 3 minutes, I think, but the referee has deemed it necessary for us to go into the 50th minute of the first half. And it's going to cost Burnley a goal. Quite possibly the most controversial moment of the season so far. I have to feel for Burnley there. When we missed the previous opportunity where Rudiger's headed from the corner, I thought that was it. As soon as they kicked the ball away from the goal kick, it would be half-time. The referee has allowed us to play on, and in the 45th plus 4 minute, no, 45th plus 5 minutes, we go 1-0 up. And there hasn't really been anything in this first half to warrant it going further on. I shall not complain. Goretzka drilled out wide there nicely to Sancho. I mean, we're playing now with less minutes on the clock than when we scored the goal at the minute, beginning of this second half. I was trying to build something to add a second to try and score earlier than I scored before. But unfortunately, that hasn't paid off. Would have made a great title, scoring before I scored. Pulisic driving forward here. We might yet get a second goal anyway. Drill it across the middle, and Jadon Sancho will not have an easier finish his entire career. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Kind of. The 50th minute and then the 52nd. It's just that the 50th minute was in the first half. 2-0 Chelsea. Wood to Albion. Rodriguez. He's got options. One on the far side is Ep8. Now he's not the fastest, so Ben Chilwell should be able to deal with him. Linking up nicely with Goodmanson though. Albion forward again. Nice tackle by Kovacic. Counter. Goretzka to Kante. Jadon Sancho is getting away from the defender there, and I will play him in. Just had to manipulate the other defenders around. Oh, I might have taken that too far. No, we haven't. Through the keeper's legs. Jadon Sancho is now going off for Callum Hudson-Odoi, as is Rodrigo for Tammy Abraham. But one final thing to say, Jadon Sancho, before he leaves the field of play, and that certainly will be us through to the next round of the FA Cup. Tammy, Mason Mount running off me. He's not scored for a while, Mason Mount. Now would be a great opportunity to get him back on the score sheet. Leon Goretzka has come in and really stepped up the quality in that role. That hit Christensen on the shoulder and has gone to Kante. Exactly what we had in mind there. It's Mason Mount that's actually found the ball back at his feet again. Now, can I work it to a teammate in a decent position? Hakimi will cross it. It's not the worst ball in the world, but I don't know whether that was intentional from Tarkowski to chest it down to his keeper or whether it just hit him, but either way, good defending. No 4th goal for us yet. Mason Mount looking for Tammy and isn't going to find him. Okay, little triangles, nice. Are we going to see any end product though from Burnley? They have every single player other than their goalkeeper in my half right now. So if I can catch them on the counter, we'll stand a great opportunity. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get the chance because their head has gone tamely wide, and now everybody will have the chance to get back into position. We could have gone on a great counter and gotten a 4th, but we shall have to settle for just a 3-0 win at Burnley, which is significantly better than our previous outing here at Turf Moor, so I'm not unhappy in the slightest, and we could yet make it 4. Mount Looking for Callum Hudson-Odoi. We'll go back to Mason Mount, and there is a fourth. Asserting our dominance. Mason Mount makes it Chelsea 4, Burnley 0. Another goal in stoppage time. This one actually in the minutes that the referee added on. But it was the obvious thing to do in that situation. Too tight an angle for Callum Hudson-Odoi to shoot. And with Mason Mount just stood there waiting to gobble it up. He did so. Oh, there's a guy in the corner. I was like, why are you doing that? That's another thing that needs fixing. We're through to the next round of the FA Cup. Right, that means we will now simulate the home leg, the first leg and home leg of the Carabao Cup semi-finals against Watford to allow us the opportunity to play Arsenal in today's episode. So we shall go and do that now. I've had 3 players come back from loan now as we've advanced an extra couple of days. Those players being Davide Zappacosta has come back. Oh, his contract's expiring in 6 months, so I can't sell it. Let me delegate a renewal. Oh, Jesus, no. Davide Zappacosta has come back, and Timothy Bakayoko and Kennedy have all come back. So I can add them onto the transfer list. I'll go and extend Davide Zappacosta's contract and then add him to the transfer list as well. He's on £84,000 a week right now. Wow. Well, you're not getting 130 up from 84 when you weren't even starting for me in the first place. Offer him that. Oh, no. I hate that. So his contract length 1 year, but that doesn't add a year to his current contract. If I accept that, it will remain 6 months, which is stupid. Right, let me go and sort his contract out, and then we will, I promise, play Watford. Right then, finally, Watford at home in a semi-final first leg of the Carabao Cup. Quite happy simulating this. Watford are in the relegation zone in the Premier League and not playing very well at all, and that's a comfortable 3-0 victory for my rotated 11. That gives us the luxury of being able to now play the full-strength first team against Leicester here in a sim at home, and then I can play Arsenal, and then I'm expecting the next FA Cup round to be drawn there on the 23rd, and we'll have 4 games today and 4 games tomorrow. Zappacosta wants to stay. I can't guarantee you playtime. Timu Bakayoko said the same. Now for Dave, I'm going to reject that. Asp stays, thank you very much. More than welcome to have Zappacosta though instead, if you would like him, Sevilla. Right, cheers. Just pause it for no reason. We've Leicester City coming up next in the Premier League. Now, where are they? Leicester are 10th, slap bang mid-table, and Watford are still in the relegation zone. Slap bang mid-table for Leicester. Well, this should be pretty straightforward then for our strongest 11. And then Arsenal on the horizon will be considerably more difficult. Wasn't that straightforward? Rodrigo only in the 87th minute, but 3 points to 3 points. And that will keep us top of the Premier League, so I'm not going to be too upset about that. I mean, Rudiger's been in the starting lineup for a while. It's always telling me that. We are 4 points clear at the top of the table now. We're starting to build a little bit of a gap. Could we put the Premier League title beyond any reasonable doubt with some good form by mid-March, maybe? And then concentrate all of our efforts on the FA Cup? We'll wait and see. No news yet of that next round of the FA Cup being drawn. Transfer offer of 25.3 million for Timu Bakayoko from Inter Milan. I've got 190 million. I'm just going to accept it. There's no point arguing for an extra 5 or 6 million there. I already have nearly 200 in my transfer budget. It's not a problem whatsoever. Another transfer offer for Dave, which we shall again reject. And also, the tournament prize money has been awarded for the FA Cup, which says to me that the next round has been drawn. Indeed it has. We've Ipswich. Ipswich Town at home or away? Ipswich Town at home. Good. That means we can probably sim that and have a decent result. Wonderful. All right, looking forward to the next episode. Hopefully we'll have a number of victories. I'd like to add... Oh, transfer offer for Tammy. No, not happening. He might not be in the first team at present, but still an integral part of the squad. Right, Arsenal away coming up next. Right, Arsenal starting lineup. Bernd Leno in goal for them. Santiago Arias at right back. Mustafi Akanji at centre back. And Tierney at the left. Brozovic and Torreira holding. With Nicola Pepe, Mesut Ozil and Pione Sisto on the left. With Aubameyang up top. Some unfamiliar names in there, but certainly names that have improved Arsenal's starting 11. They'll be more of a test than they were in Season 1 with those new signings. I'm not taking anything for granted here. Forward there to Ozil and Aubameyang. He's gotten away from me. Oh, he's looking to bend it. What a stunning strike. Desperately unlucky not to have given Arsenal a 1-0 lead. The technique there was on point. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, so unlucky not to have given them an advantage there. Ozil will deliver the corner from the far side. And, well, it's not the best, but he'll get another opportunity. No, he's offside. It was Aubameyang that knocked it to him there, not the Chelsea defender. Very nearly 1-0 Arsenal early doors. Said we weren't going to take anything for granted here against Arsenal, and certainly they've proven that point. We can't afford to take anything for granted or lose any form of concentration because they will punish us. But if Jadon Sancho can keep that in, we might punish them. He's done brilliantly. We'll stand it up into the middle. Oh, it's not the best of balls though, and Brozovic will head clear. Can I get to that first? I can't. Frustrating. Really good opportunity that, and I've wasted it by putting in a poor delivery. Here in Tierney. Torreira again. Forward into Ozil. Cheeky double step over and forward into Aubameyang. Trying to deny him the opportunity of the return ball. He doesn't need the return. Nicola? Absolute 50p head. How on earth has he missed that? Unreal miss from Nicola Pepe. I was certain that was 1-0 Arsenal. They're letting me off here. The woodwork struck. Basically, open half of the goal missed from Pepe. And we're hopefully going to now punish them now. We weren't able to last time Jadon Sancho got into a position like this, but he's going to have Goretzka there, and we have punished them. Thumped home. Leon Goretzka makes it Chelsea 1, Arsenal 0. Take that, Gooners. Pepe. Kept accelerating there. I was waiting for a turning side onto his left foot. There's the turn onto the left. Pulisic was able to deal with it. Not the best defensively, but good enough to stop the Ivorian. Goretzka to Pulisic again. Goretzka cross to Kante. Out wide to Hakimi. Driving forward. Sancho, oh, nearly able to play Rodrigo through, but Akanji's done really nicely. I expect Akanji to be really difficult to play against in this game. Just gotten lucky for my goal that it was a counter-attack and we were able to nullify his ability with pace. If we come up against him whilst he's facing the ball and not running back towards his own goal, we might have quite the task to get past Manuel Akanji. Nicola Pepe is having quite a task to get past anyone in a blue shirt. Brozovic finds Ozil nicely. Back to Brozovic, back to Ozil. I thought he was going to go for the flamboyant shot there. Lucas Torreira, Aubameyang, little back heel, Pione Sisto. This is brilliant from Arsenal, but it won't end in a goal. I think that might well have been off target there, actually. Kepa down low to his right-hand side. Pione Sisto denied. 10 minutes to go till half-time-ish. In fact, exactly 10 minutes to go till half-time as the corner comes in. It's a poor delivery, and Rudiger will head away. Torreira will gobble up, and Akanji's there. Ozil will try again, and Ozil will fail again. Brozovic. Arsenal have had 64% of possession. 64. I can barely get a toe on the ball, but we've still been able to give ourselves a 1-0 lead. Get that in the side. I'm just relying purely on my counter-attack at the minute. And all of it seems to be coming down this right-hand side as well with Jadon Sancho. Rodrigo will lift that. Can Jadon get to that? Oh, he can. And bury it. Really are relying heavily on the counter-attacks, but they are devastating. Arsenal can't cope with the pace and ingenuity of Jadon Sancho. Tireless legs, ever willing to burst along all the way down the right-hand side. Rodrigo with a beautiful little dink over the top. Sancho shrugs off the defender, buries it nicely in the bottom corner, and we're in control at the Emirates. Turns well, just finds Nicola Pepe. Drops the shoulder nicely, Nicola Pepe. Oh, he's gone to feed through Ozil. It's just not worked. They're trying to overdo it, Arsenal. Might be traditionally what they always do, overplaying under Wenger at least. But you can't catch Christian Pulisic when he's in this mood. 3-0, game over. All 3 goals coming after electric counter-attacks. The pace of Pulisic and Jadon Sancho making all the difference here. They haven't been able to cope with it, Arsenal. For all their possession play, they've spent half as much time running backwards towards their own goal, trying to catch up with someone. 3-0 Chelsea. again. Torreira, Sisto, Tierney. Consolation goal for Arsenal? No. All their possession play again. Wasted. And the opportunity for another counter-attack. Rodrigo looking for Pulisic. Oh, and he's brought it down well. Keeper's coming. We'll lift it over him. That's delightful. Oh, Christian Pulisic. That is gorgeous. That's superb. Destroying Arsenal. We said after the first goal, take that, Gooners. And everything else. Oh, this is one hell of a way to win a derby. Beautiful lobbed ball by Rodrigo again, and that finish. Messi scores a goal like that. The world never stops talking about it. Beautiful finish. Burnt Leno flattened. 4-0 Chelsea. Corner for Arsenal. Marcelo Brozovic to take it. Aubameyang's gone off. And Eddie Nketiah has come on. Eddie Nketiah. They've got... Oh, I thought for a minute he was just going to come on and bury that in the bottom corner. They got Alexandre Lacazette on the bench, but they brought Eddie Nketiah on instead. Rodrigo over the top to Christian Pulisic, who's on a hat-trick now. Accelerating away from Brozovic. Please, please, Christian. No! Manuel Akanji's back there to deal with it. Oh, I was desperate to get him a hat-trick there. I could have laid it off to a teammate and stood a better chance of scoring, but I wanted to give him the glory. I could look for him at the back post here. Pulisic, Arias away, and Pepe completes the clearance, but we'll pin Arsenal in here. They've been going forward the entire game and getting caught on the counter. Now they're stuck on the edge of their own box and can't get out. Kante through the gap nicely to Rodrigo. Poke that there to Goretzka. Oh, still trying to get Pulisic that hat-trick. Could have gone for another for Goretzka there, but trying to get the American his match ball. Not going to happen, I don't think. 5 minutes to go. 4-0 Chelsea. Our biggest and most emphatic win of the entire season so far. To Goretzka. Rodrigo's there. Goretzka's gone again, and the positioning from the Arsenal defence is diabolical. Oh, as is Goretzka's finish. He could have had himself another one there, and he's spooned it. Absolutely spooned it a long way high and wide. Oh well, Mesut Ozil's gone off now, and they've brought on Alexandre Lacazette, so they have elected to bring on the Frenchman eventually. I mean, the game's over. Oh, could this be the moment? I'm trying to get it to Pulisic. Is it time for the hat-trick? No, it's going to be time for the final whistle. No? All right, it's going to be time to play on. Let me throw it, and then he'll blow the final whistle. Maybe. Yes, there we go. Why not throw it with the ball now? I don't know. 4-0 win at the Emirates. Didn't see that coming, I'll be completely honest. Unsurprisingly, some boos. It could have been oh so different if that chance from Aubameyang had nestled in the far corner. But unfortunately for them, they got destroyed on the counter-attack time and time and time again. Leeds hold Manchester City to a draw. United beat Bournemouth, which is massive for us at the top of the table. Everton didn't see their result, but will be absolutely thrilled with Pulisic. An overall great performance. I'm disappointed that I wasn't able to get myself the hat-trick. On an unbeaten run so far, we certainly have what it takes to keep the run going, that's for sure. You dealt a strong blow your rival today. That's not particularly good grammar. We were primed and ready. We were able to get it done. You're welcome. You're more than welcome. Timo Bakayoko sold, gone to Inter Milan. So we've got even more money available now. Alright, I'm proud of you, Anana. To be fair, he's been really good in the Sims games. We haven't played with him that much, but we will do so in the second leg against Watford in the Carabao Cup. Because we were able to get such a convincing victory in the first leg in that simulation, I can play the second leg with that rotated side that we used in the simulation. Nope. Oh, is that transfer offer for Zappacosta? It is. 2 transfer offers for Zappacosta. Oh, we're spoiled. Within £100,000 of each other, but we'll accept them both. And hopefully Davide Zappacosta will leave us as well. We should have over 200 million to spend now. And indeed we do. And I've still no idea who to spend it on. We are 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. Another big offer for Zappacosta. I say big. An offer over value for Zappacosta. 6 points clear at the top. Man United beating Bournemouth has brought them right back into contention there for that third spot. But they're still 12 points away from us at the top. It looks like a 2-horse race at present. City are back up to 7th. Arsenal 8th. Liverpool now 12th. A little bit of realism added back to the career mode as teams start to get themselves back to where they were, but still more to be done. Delighted though with our progress so far this season. Pulisic scores a brace. We're absolutely thrilled with that. We'll sim Watford at home, we'll sim Ipswich at home tomorrow, and we'll play Watford and Crystal Palace. And that will end out the transfer window. But I'm not going to record that episode until you guys have given me your feedback of what to do with that £200 million. So I shall hold off and await your instructions, boys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on the rest of this series. And of course, there will be a new series coming at the end of this season. The drop-off in viewership for this series means that it's not worth continuing after the end of this year. So we're going to start a new series and hopefully reinvigorate the audience. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.